Alright guys, the first workout here is a standardized bicep curl. By standardized, I mean you're standardizing your reps. Every rep will be the same. When you do standing curls, you tend to sway a little bit. When you're pressing up against the pole, as I am here, your reps are standardized and you will progress when you're ready to, and it won't be a matter of swaying, it will be a matter of your biceps getting stronger.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Here's a new bicep movement variation for you to try out. Here my elbows are traveling behind my body. My triceps are contracting, and obviously there's tension there as the cables are behind me, which lengthens the biceps. Additionally, my elbows come forward, my pinky comes inward at the top, which shortens the biceps. Remember, that lengthening and shortening your muscles is what helps optimize hypertrophy. That mid-range is not nearly as important as getting strong in those ends of the range. Additionally, if you do not have a machine behind you like I do to stabilize, have your partner step on the seat or put blocks behind you. I like the seated variation because it helps me isolate the biceps and standardize my reps for tracking progression. If you want a big, meaty back, I recommend putting pull-ups and chin-ups into your routine. But there's wrong ways to go about doing them. Here are some. Make sure you get a full range of motion. Don't cut it short. Don't use that little half rep thing. Make sure you get a deep stretch. It's very important for hypertrophy. Additionally, don't do the swing set or that trampoline jump thingy, both of which do not create tension in the target muscle and don't help you get bigger. Add plates if you can. Focus on progressive overload. If you can't do body weight yet, use an assisted pull-up or chin-up machine. Building a back comes from doing the basics well consistently and over a long period of time. Also by focusing on progressive overload, creating tension in the target muscle, and using a full range of motion. Remember, building a better back is helpful for almost everything in life. Comment below if you have any questions.
All right, today I'm going to show you guys the guillotine press. For me, ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to build the upper chest. It's really big. I always had like this idea of like resting my chin on my chest. So yeah, this one just really gets a deep stretch and activates those upper fibers and helps you build that upper shelf. So check it out, the guillotine press.
Drive through your hips and shoulder blades. Don't lift your hips up just to use more weight and turn an incline press into a flat press or for momentum at the bottom. Don't cut that range of motion short or dive bomb the eccentric. Optimize that eccentric. It is essential for hypertrophy.
All right, ladies and germs, use this workout to build them meat hooks.
No, in all seriousness though, a lot of people like extensions because they overload that lengthening portion of the range, which is very beneficial for hypertrophy, but they don't like slinging the dumbbells back and throwing them forward after they're set. So This Smith machine modification takes that predicament completely out of the scenario, as you can focus on overloading those triceps, and then when you're done, just rack the weight. Also, a lot of people, they like to bring their elbows close to their head, which is probably better for most, but just play around with the elbow positioning that works best for you. I like my elbows a little bit further out because I can lock into my triceps better, but feel free to move those elbows close or far away from your head. Probably not too far away from your head, but just in general, wherever feels best for you. If you have any questions, comment below.
Get those meat hooks huge. Yeah.
All right, what's going on, guys? Here's a tricep push down variation. I have my elbows in line with my body and at some points even behind my body, which gets those triceps even shorter. But that shortening range does fatigue first, so keep that in mind as you might want to add this exercise into your routine a little bit earlier on in your workout. Additionally, I have that bench set up to help me standardize my reps. A lot of people add load but lean over more as they add load. This bench helps me standardize my reps to ensure that I'm truly getting stronger, which means I'm getting bigger. And then those 2 ropes are there to allow me to move my arms a little bit more freely, which allows me to lock into my triceps better and get those triceps shorter. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and as always, get freaking huge! All right, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk a little bit about loaded stretching. What are the benefits? Increased mobility. Additionally, it's a lengthening position movement, so use a movement that overloads the lengthening portion of the range for whatever muscle group you're trying to target. So for chest, that'd be a dumbbell fly, where that lengthening portion of the range is fully engaged. This is an intensifier, so use it at the end of your workout after your last eccentric rep. And remember, if you get strong in that lengthening portion of the range, you will get stronger and bigger overall. That lengthening portion of the range is essential, but you're not just letting the weight pull you apart with this intent. You are actively engaging those fibers in the lengthening portion of the range and even adding extra intense, like lifting your hips up on top of the regular sternum towards the ceiling intent as you would with a normal dumbbell fly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below after you give it a try. Dumbbell fly. First things first, you want to pull your shoulder blades back and down. Use them to drive against the bench, but by pulling them back and down, you're going to keep your shoulder joints healthy, and by default, you're going to be lifting your sternum up, which will make the pec activation far greater. Additionally, we can look at that eccentric. Slow it down. It's a lengthening exercise. Get that deep stretch, but optimize that stretch by letting your elbows trend up toward your head as you lower the weight. Just in general, the lower your elbows are, the closer they are to your hips, the more front delt it's going to be. So as long as your shoulders and elbows allow for it, let those elbows trend up toward your head. Lastly, here are some mistakes to avoid: bending your arms too much, turning it into a press, keeping your arms too straight, putting way too much force through your elbows and not enough force through your pecs. And then finally, the most common one, touching the dumbbells together at the top. There's no tension there. Focus on that deep stretch, explode up, then go right back down. All right, here's one of my favorite back workouts. It's that single arm hammer strength pull down. I really love it because it takes that lat through its full range. You can get the lats super long and super short. Here I'm using it towards the end of my workout, so I'm biasing that lengthen range a tad more. I'm not really pausing or squeezing in that shortened range at all. I'm just getting that deep stretch, contracting my trap at the top, and then driving my elbow low, down, back, and in at the contraction. And then as I lengthen the lats, I'm thinking about driving my elbow downward towards the ground to keep tension on the lats. I like using about 12 to 15 reps on this machine, and I like to use it after I fatigue the lats with a compound lift like a pull-up or something like that. So give it a try. Get those lats super long and super short and grow huge.